Hey folks, it's me Chris, and I wanted to take a few seconds of your time to talk about this awesome new opportunity that we've been presented with for all of our lovely listeners. We can now offer you all a 1-month free trial from audible.com, allowing you full access to a vast library of audiobooks to choose from. As I mentioned earlier, the trial is completely free, and all you have to do is visit audibletrial.com/GHS and follow the instructions to sign up for a free membership today. We hope you guys enjoy Audible just as much as we do, and thanks for your time. But alright, cool. On that note, we'll jump into nerd news. And Adnan, if you don't mind, can I take this first piece here?
You may.
Yeah, thank you. So I wrote this article, but which you guys can see on gamerheadlines.com. But so Mighty Number 9 has received another release date delay. So the Kickstarter funded Mighty Number 9 has been delayed yet again, with this current delay not including a new release date set in place. So to give you guys a bit of background, this is the third time the title has been delayed. Originally, it was scheduled to be released April 2015, and then they said, no, actually, it's going to be now September 2015. And then they said, actually, now it's going to be February 9th, 2016. And now, 2 weeks prior to release, they've delayed it yet again, and this time they don't have a new release date. So Kenji Inafune, the concept founder for Mighty Number 9, stated the following in regards to the new delay. He said, because we are constantly working on it in cooperation with all of our partners, we want to wait and make sure that everything is confirmed to be ready before giving a new specific release date. But we expect it to realistically be spring 2016. So, give a bit of background. Mighty Number 9 was actually a Kickstarter project that was started way back in August of 2013. And actually, it met its target goal of $900,000 within 2 days of the project's launch. And at the end of the project's run, the Mighty Number 9 earned $3,845,170 billion. Yeah, so it made a lot of money.
I'm just going to put this out there. Recore isn't real. And his new studios at Comsoft, or whatever it's called, is not even real either. And all he's doing is sitting on the beach next to Yu Suzuki, sipping on some juice whilst they rob everyone's money. Watch, Kojima's going to be the next person to launch Kickstarter. The world tour that he's doing and everything else is just like a front. That's what he's doing. He's taking your money and he's sipping on it. Mighty Number 9 is just that. It's just the opening credits of him, and everyone's going to join Yu Suzuki on this beach one day.
Oh, yeah. No, Suzuki's on. They're like, he's on to something. Apparently, people will give you money if you promise a game.
Yeah, but like in an actual serious conversation, though, doesn't this again reiterate the dangers of Kickstarter? It's not saying that it's completely cancelled or anything else, but there's not really a huge safety net for kind of delaying games or like this, especially because it's not. I was reading a lot of comments about this, so like people say it's not a big budget game or like a AAA game, and it's like kind of it's not really hard in the terms of like not in the sense of what the budget is, but like the design of it. 'Cause it's a side scroller, isn't it?
Yeah, it's actually Mighty Number 9 is basically Mega Man without being Mega Man. It's that Inafune who like invented Zero and Mega Man X and shit. Like, he wanted to make another Mega Man game, and Capcom, they're dragging fucking feet with Mega Man, not doing shit with it. So Inafune was like, well, fuck you, I'm gonna make Mighty Number 9. So it's basically, it's like a 2D side-scrolling Mega Man game without being called Mega Man.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
Yeah. So, but yeah, dude, this has pretty much taught me that, look, when it comes to Kickstarter projects, you have to if you're going to fund it, and this is advice I give to my our listeners, that if you're going to contribute to a Kickstarter, even if it's something like Shenmue 3, make sure that you're ready for weird shit to happen. You know what I mean? Because it's not going to be like a normal thing. So I agree with Adnan, be very cautious when you do a Kickstarter thing. I mean, I funded, I think it was 3 of them. Yeah, I did Bloodstained, Shenmue 3, and the rare one. Fuck, I forgot right now. The Banjo-Kazooie spiritual successor, Ukulele, and those are the only Kickstarters I've ever helped fund, and I'm really curious to see how it turns out with those three. Because if it's anything like Mighty Number 9, that's going to be a goddamn shame.
I think in principle, a lot of it goes back to what when we had Boogie Dice on here as a kind of like an idea of funding Kickstarters,
right?
And like kind of the more darker side of it, the dark arts of kind of like you need more funding than what the original kind of goal is, and it's not got that kind of completion. But with what I read with the Mighty Number 9 kind of idea was that the fact that they were fixing like online modes or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are you going so far to it where people probably just want the game for the single player experience? You're already limiting yourself, and then you need the service to be online within within certain reason, unless I've been reading this wrong.
No, I think, no, you read correctly. I think they're making a big deal out of it because that was an incentive. The online mode was like actually one of the tiers that they met. So like people gave more money to like reach that. So maybe they feel like, oh fuck, we have to do this.
Yeah,
or something like that. Yeah, but no, you bring up something good, dude. Like Boogie Dice, like see that, like those guys were really cool. Well, the guy who came on the show, he was really cool, and like what he explained about it, like kind of like like you said, like the darker side of Kickstarter. That like Boogie Dice is like something like I would back that up and not really feel like, oh shit, what did I just do? Because that seems like what they laid out is something more reasonable. The thing is, when you look at something like Mighty Number 9, and you have this, oh shit, like Inafune, he's part of it. He made Mega Man. You can't think like, oh, that guy made Mega Man, that guy made Shenmue and Virtua Fighter. Like even if Kojima would have approached Kickstarter instead of doing what he's doing now with Sony, I would have been like, oh shit, like still like don't get masked by the name and the reputation. Like know that it's still a crowd-funded project. And that, it's a video game, and they're trying to do something fairly impressive. I mean, essentially, they're trying to make the independent film equivalent of a video game, but it's a video game that's kind of like a spiritual successor to something that had a big budget. So that's like, it's interesting. That's why I think like Mighty Number 9 and these other three Kickstarter projects, this is kind of like a new era. And so far, Mighty Number 9's not really, it's not doing it. Like that's a bad start. I don't know how Ukulele I think is supposed to come out this year in October. That's what they had promised. And Bloodstained I think is March 2017, and Shenmue 3 is December 2017. I'm telling you right now, Shenmue 3 is not going to make a December 2017 release. That's going to come out in 2018. But I think Bloodstained, I don't know about Ukulele. Bloodstained I think seems the more realistic at this point.
Yeah.
Because they've been developing for quite some time now, and they still have like more than a year left. So that seems a little bit more realistic. But I don't know about these other dudes. I mean, I think Mighty Number 9 will come out this year, though, for sure. At some point in 2016. Because they've been working on it for 3 fucking years now, so. Yeah, but anyway. So yeah, we'll see how it happens. But yeah, curious news, definitely. Like seeing this game. Holy shit. So many delays.
I feel like it's more interesting for me to hear about the game because I'm not a Kickstarter backer. But the fact that if you are a Kickstarter backer and like someone with me, I'd have a very hard way of parting with money for a Kickstarting project because I do feel at the end of the day it is very much a pre-order incentive.
Yeah.
Which kind of like for me is always baffling when people are like, don't pre-order the Division because Ubisoft will shaft you. And then it's like, but at the same time you're getting shafted right now. By maybe a developer you really respect, but the fact is they kind of seem where the limitations are when they're not producing on an AAA budget that they're normally used to. Mm-hmm. And you need to succumb to the fact that you may not see what you've just invested your money into. It's so weird though, because I couldn't imagine flinging money to it. It's a really, really kind of like strange project. It's like, remember Ouya?
Yeah.
Like, remember that like entire figure? Then when people got it, it's like, this is some cheap knowledge. Like how it was built and like the kind of like what the... Again, like don't false advertise what you see. It's a very. I'm not gonna say I'm like perfect and avoid everything, but
right.
It's definitely one of those things where you need to be really careful, especially with like that on Inafune side. But hey,
yeah. Well, I'd be curious to see like what exactly happens because like shit. But dude, do you want to take our last gaming piece, the next one?
Yes, I will. Let me open this. Oh, it's already open. Oops.
Yeah.
So EA has given out details of the Star Wars Battlefront Season Pass DLC, as well as outlining free content update for the game for the next several months. So the first of 4 DLC packs for Star Wars Battlefront arrives in March, called Outer Rim. Okay, Outer Haven.
Outer Haven.
Called Outer Rim. The DLC will allow you to, quote, fight among the factories of Sullust, end quote, as well as inside Jabba's palace on Tatooine. I think I'm sold on that second point with Jabba, but...
With his gangster do-rag and stuff. Where's
the
my
next
money? Buka dika be money.
The next pack is scheduled for the second quarter of 2016 and will take place in the Cloud City of Bespin. The third quarter 2016 DLC release will take place on the Death Star, and the final DLC pack has only a release window of, quote, early 2017, end quote. EA has said it will have more info on the final 4 packs, quote, in the coming months, end quote. So yeah, I think I've got everything there. Yeah, I've got everything.
Yeah. There's also the free stuff.
Oh,
that they're releasing. Which it's not. Well, sorry, shit. I'll let you take it away.
I was going to say the January update, which goes live in January 27th, will feature the Hoth outfits from the Heroes Holiday Community mission being available to all players. There are also balance tweaks, the availability of new mission types, and more, all of which were outlined on Star Wars Battlefront blog. February brings a new survival mission on Hoth, a new multiplayer map that will support larger game modes, including Walker Assault, Supremacy, Fighter Squadron, and Turning Point, as well as Turning Point being available on, quote, all maps that support Walker Assault and Supremacy, end quote. Oh, and finally, in March, a new Tatooine survival map will be added, as well as another exciting new multiplayer map on Endor.
How exciting. Like, I love how they always use those, like, another exciting new multiplayer. Like, I don't know if it's exciting yet. Yeah, dude, I have to say it's very smart that they're still releasing free content, and I think it's pretty cool. I mean, obviously the January one is kind of lame. That's just like, outfits basically, and like the availability. Like, what is it? I think it's that now one of the survival mode maps, like for Tatooine, you could now like do other missions in it or something, and that comes out tomorrow. I mean, that's okay, I guess, but whatever. And but I like how they're giving a new survival mission in February and in March. I think that's really fucking cool that they're adding like, and survival is single player as well, so it's both single and co-op. So that's pretty cool. They're adding more content. I don't know, dude. I'm still very, very, very like on edge with the season pass thing. Okay, it's kind of cool, I guess, that they're telling us what's gonna be on it. Like, the Outer Rim thing and the Cloud City and the Death Star and all that. But I still want to know so much more information to see if that $50 price point they're asking for is justified. Because, like, essentially, okay, like, I'm a little bit disappointed with Outer Rim. The fact that it's more maps for Sullust and Jabba's Palace is pretty sweet. But I'm kind of annoyed that it's both planets that already exist on the game. It's not new. So already you're like, oh god, it's more of like Sullust and more of Tatooine. Like, you're giving that in the free update, kind of. Like, why the fuck do we care about this? But I think it's pretty cool that like Cloud City's going to be there, and probably Lando. They're going to add Lando. And
of course, he has to be in there.
I mean, that would be ridiculous. They already said there's going to be more heroes with each expansion, so that's a shoe-in.
Might as well bring Luke's lightsaber into it as well.
Just a floating,
randomly floating through the sky and hit someone in the head.
And then what's it called? The Death Star, I think, is very interesting. Do you think they're gonna support Fighter Squadron and you're gonna be in space, so they technically will have space battles in it? That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I think they could work that.
Yeah, like be outside the Death Star and like fucking, and man, if they wanted to, they could even make the Death Star turn on sometimes and blow up random ships. That'd be awesome. Like, they have the potential. Yeah. That sounds to me the most intriguing of all these so far. And I don't know what the hell the last one's going to be. Maybe it'll be something Force Awakens or something. I don't know at that point. Also, by the way, very smart. I didn't realize this. It's interesting that the third quarter release takes place on the Death Star. And the third quarter of 2016 is very close to Rogue One's film release, which has to do with stealing the plans to the Death Star. So that's synergy right there.
Indeed, indeed.
That's interesting. Yeah, I'm still not sold on the $50 price point though. Not at all. Like, that's a bit much. I think the free stuff is really cool though. I look forward to seeing like what they do.
$50 is too much in the excess of what it is for a season pass, and there's no warranting for that. I could just, as I would probably anyway, buy a new game.
Like, yeah, I mean, at this point,
it's just ridiculous. You can't fork out money for that.
Yeah,
if you are Fanatic, because I don't see Battlefront having too much longevity in it. On the scale that they want it.
I mean, it's kind of determinant on what these new free things are going to be, right? So, like, we'll see. I mean, this new one is kind of like lackluster. It's just costumes and shit. But the one in February and March, we'll see how that does. But yeah, it's still kind of like a gamble. But at least they're giving us free content. They are supporting. They did say they are, and a lot of people thought it was bullshit. And they're actually, making, they're keeping their word, and they're like, yeah, we're doing it. But yeah, cool. So we'll see where that heads. Hopefully there'll be more news in the future. Probably, definitely before March when the first one comes out. So, all right, cool. Well, I guess we'll move on to our movie news. We have some cool stuff for you guys prepared. Dude, do you mind if I take this first one? It's not really much of a news piece, but like just to set it up.
Yeah, of course.
All right, so a new Suicide Squad trailer has been revealed, and that's that's pretty much the news. New Suicide Squad trailer has been released. It was actually released during this special called the DC Films Presents Dawn of the Justice League that aired on CW, I believe, last week on Wednesday. And both Adam and I have seen the trailer, and we just kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit since it's a new news piece. Dude, I really like the trailer. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I was a bit caught off when they played Bohemian.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't really expecting that, but then it kind of set the tone for what the movie is. Because before that, I just assumed it was going to be another Dark Snyder film.
Right.
More in the sense that it's not going to have the humor, like the tongue-in-cheek, which I'd expect from it, but it very much has that present. No, I enjoyed the trailer. I still don't like Will Smith as Deadshot. Complete miscast. I'm saying that again. Does not fit the build. Margot Robbie is going to be very much a focus of this film. I think she'll have like her origin stories will be the main focus of it. But they did show a lot, though. They showed a lot on the Joker side as well.
Yeah, I kind of thought it was funny that when he was firing the machine gun wearing a tuxedo. I don't know, that was kind of weird. Like, what are they doing with Joker?
There's that cool shot where he's lying on the floor. He's got all the knives surrounding him.
Oh, and he starts going, like he laughs and stuff. Yeah.
Out am I?
He does his best Green Goblin impersonation. I'm still not sold on... Well, no. Okay, I'm sold on the film. I think the film is going to be super fucking interesting because it kind of is the first of its kind, right? It's like a movie that...
villains becoming...
Yeah.
Well, anti-heroes, technically. I wouldn't say they're heroes.
No, they're kind of like forced into doing stuff. Margaret Robbie, by the way, is awesome as Harley. Like in her scenes, I agree with you. You could tell this is going to be her. She's going to steal the movie more so than Joker. I really think Joker is going to be overshadowed by her. Plus, she's going to be in the movie more, so that's going to be easy. But no, dude, I thought everyone looks cool. I don't know how I feel about certain things. The Joker is an interesting thing. I'm still not sold on Jared Leto as the Joker. I was not, but here's the thing. I wasn't sold when they first announced it. And I'm still not sold, but I am giving a fair chance. Like, I'm going to go in there very neutral to see how he does it. Because, remember how much everyone bitched when Heath Ledger was cast as the Joker, and he was an excellent Joker. He was fucking phenomenal. And same thing with Batman. Like when Ben Affleck was cast, now nobody's complaining about Ben Affleck anymore. They're like, he looks pretty fucking cool. You hear him talk, like, do you bleed? Like and shit like that. So, I'm gonna give it a chance, but I am still kind of like cautious about it. But it looks fun, man. Looks like a fun movie. It looks super like visual. Like it looks like they're really having fun with the visuals, and it totally looks like something different than Batman versus Superman. You could tell a different director made this movie because it's so fucking colorful. And wacky and shit.
Yeah, it's definitely one that I'm going to get interested in.
Mhm.
Not going to go see it in cinema first day. I'm really not sold on that yet.
Yeah.
And I think like maybe it could be downweighted by its ensemble cast. 'Cause I feel like they maybe like will overshadow each other, and they kind of like I'm more interested about the direction the story is going to go in because it's got so much to kind of like take in and like factor.
Hmm.
And I don't think it might just fall under its own like fall under its own belt because of how
Yeah.
much it's trying to carry. Um, but no, I'm still interested. That I will watch this though. I'm very much. It'll definitely be on my eye. It's going to definitely be a big year as well for obviously that coming back to back with Batman v Superman.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
I mean this is the 2016 is the kickoff year of the DC extended universe, and they're I guess Man of Steel kicked it off, but this is like we're really kicking into high gear, and Batman versus Superman, and yeah, now Suicide Squad is gonna like propel it forward. So yeah, no, I'm definitely interested in that.
yeah.
But okay, so I guess we'll move on to the last movie news we have. Or well, it's not really movie news. I'm sorry, it's TV news. Well, I guess it's TV. I mean, depending on how you view this. But I know you were super excited about this, Adnan. You wanna kind of tell us what's going on?
Yes, I will do once I find the page. I just lost it. I seem to get this problem. Right, okay. So back to it. Marvel's Jessica Jones season 2 ordered by Netflix. So straight from the Television Critics Association panel, Netflix has announced the renewal of Marvel's Jessica Jones for a second season on the streaming service. No timetable for the show's return has been confirmed as of yet, but check back. Well, but yeah, that's about it. Yeah, okay, that's literally it. Um, but yeah,
I'm
second season, Chris.
I'm super psyched about that. I know a lot of people were concerned because when Daredevil came out, I think like the next day, basically, they're like, "We're doing a season 2" because everybody loved Daredevil, and rightfully so. It's a great show. And so they immediately announced it. But with Jessica Jones, a month passed, like some time passed after it debuted, and everyone said good things about it. I mean, it was a great fucking show, but like there was a lot of some time passed and there wasn't anything said, and people were getting a little bit nervous and thinking, are we gonna have to trick Snake into activating the Metal Gear the PAL cards? Like that kind of nervous. Sorry, that's such a nerdy reference. But no, now they actually announced it. I'm super stoked, man. I'm so glad because clearly, season 2 is going to be about exploring Jessica's past. That's what they made season 1 finales feel like, kind of. Not to spoil anything, but like I really think we're going to get into her past more, and I'm super excited about that. I can't wait to see anyone who hasn't seen season 1, you need to see it. It's a great show. That and Daredevil, they're excellent Netflix shows that really like so much character development in those shows.
Yeah, definitely. Jessica Jones was such a surprise for me last year because I wasn't expecting it to be the kind of show I was like really interested in. But yeah, after 4 or 5 episodes, it really started to hit its stride and create like this great universe.
Yeah.
Obviously, Luke Cage will have his season coming out, which I'm really excited for. Like, really good character as well. I feel like that show had a great supporting cast of characters that I was interested in.
Hmm.
They weren't just like some of them that are just there for the sake of being there. But definitely excited. Definitely. I want to see. I can't wait to see what else Netflix has in store for bringing superhero shows there. Because I think that is the
Yeah.
way of the future. I think to be honest, I'd rather have Agent Carter on there as well, being
Yeah.
produced under that kind of thing. So I think it would work in a different way where it's not as cartoonish as it is.
Hmm. No, yeah, I agree with that. There is one thing I'm a little bit concerned about this announcement though. So, remember Once Upon a Time, dude? They're like, all right, so it's gonna be Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and then we're gonna do a mini series called The Defenders, where all of them are gonna team up, kind of like the Avengers, and that's gonna end it. And now it's like Daredevil season 1, Jessica Jones, Daredevil season 2, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones season 2. You know what I mean? Like, when the fuck are we gonna get to the Defenders? And now I think there's even rumors of like the Punisher might be getting his own series because apparently the Punisher as he's going to appear in Daredevil. Like there's a lot of buzz that he's really fucking cool on Daredevil season 2. So some people are thinking or suggesting there's a rumor he might get his own show. Like what the hell, man? When are they going to get around to that miniseries?
Yeah,
Right? Like shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they're kind of like really pushing things so much, but at the same time, it's kind of like hard to complain because it's more content, right? And I mean, we like it. We're eating it all up. So, but yeah, I am curious how that's going to impact the Defenders when it comes out. Like, I'm sure it's definitely going to be a different battle plan than how what's it called? How the original plan was.
Yeah, it'll be definitely different. I think they're going to be reconsidering things, but it is strange that that kind of thing happens. Then you kind of forget about it almost as well.
Yeah. So we'll have to see. But great news, awesome news, man! I can't wait. I love Jessica Jones, and like you, I was very surprised at how much I liked it. I think I might have liked it better than Daredevil because I thought it was more entertaining. But yeah,
Hmm.
we'll see like what exactly comes of this new plan that Disney and Marvel are doing.